I'm Herb Thompson, a Green Beret and Resolutions.
And I'm Corrie Thompson, Herb's less hairy half and branding expert.
Our guests come from various backgrounds, but one thing is true. They are special. We're excited to do this show. We've talked about it for a long time. It's just going to be some awesome people and a little play on words with not special.
We're excited to have all kinds of special people on our show and speak with them about what makes them special.
And they are truly special people, authentic people, good conversations. We're hoping everyone, once you listen to a show, watch a show, you'll learn something, be moved to thought, but also probably have a little laugh and get to know us a little better as long as you didn't know our guests a little better. What are you looking forward to, Vin?
I think we both know that I kind of think differently, and sometimes I like to ask questions from a different perspective. So I think it'll be fun just to have kind of a different approach at questions.
I concur. We both do things very differently. I'm looking forward to it because of what you're wearing.
What? I thought we were doing something special.
You got all jazzed up.
Wait, so not this fancy?
Yeah, I guess this is my fancy, right? So you were just like, hey, fancy.
Yeah, I leveled up. I saw you had pants on.
Yeah, that is a surprise. I don't usually have pants on. Some people who know me know that. Usually it's shorts. I have something on, something to cover me, but usually it's shorts. So, but seriously, looking forward to it. It's just going to be, we feel like there's a lot of polarization and it's pretty easy to be negative in this world, but why not do something good and have good people doing good things and talking about it?
Speaking of good people, what else are we going to be doing with our show?
We're going to introduce our speakers. We have Liberty Speaks, which is a speaking agency or a speaker's best friend. We'll have occasional guests that will be our speakers, so we'll get to highlight them on the show and talk to them and see why they're so special.
Exactly. It's going to be awesome to hear their stories. When we do that, we'll also kind of cover why we agreed to have them as our speakers. And we kind of had different reasons for each one. We jokingly say we had a weird game of America's Got Talent for a while, but
Yes.
we're really excited about the speakers that we've selected. We've got some awesome partnerships that we're super excited to share with everyone. But moreover, we're just really excited to connect with each one of you. So excited to be able to do this, to connect with all of you.
And I'll be honest, I was resistant to a podcast. I used to joke that like everyone plus probably our dog has one. But with Liberty passing, that's kind of the name of Liberty Speaks. Now we have Freedom. Our new puppy. It was time to do this. And I'm looking forward to just the incredible guests we've already got lined up. It's just some very special people from all different walks of life. And I think one thing that makes it unique is we know these guests. And if we don't know them very well, we get to know them. And we're going to have some authentic and deep conversations where I feel like in some of these episodes, we may laugh till our belly hurts and also cry, shed tears, and probably the audience will too, hearing these stories on our guests.
Yeah, and I think it's, part of why we decided to set up our set more like a living room, these, types of things that we have in here. It's really so that we can kind of encompass that feeling of comfort, which is...
Everyone's got microphones in their living room.
I mean, you know what I'm
to be fair,
saying.
Corey didn't want microphones because it wasn't aesthetically pleasing, but they're kind of requirement.
You can make things pretty, but yeah, there is functionality. I guess that wins in the circumstances. But I was just saying that we are really excited because we feel a certain comfort level with our guests, and we feel like we're welcoming them into our homes, and we really want to welcome them into your homes. So we wanted to make our set as comfortable yet functional, I guess, as possible. And speaking of names, let's talk about how we got the name Liberty Speaks. And similarly, I know we touched on how we got the name Not Special, but we'll revisit that in a minute. Let's start with Liberty Speaks.
Liberty, I feel like this should be you because my version of this is probably going to be a little different. We were starting another company and we were on a walk. We tried to do something as a couple every day, go for a walk around the neighborhood. Corey said, hey, God's been speaking to me. We need to do this company, Liberty Speaks, not what we were planning to do, and I invested some money in. That's my version. And then the rest of the walk, I was like, well, let me think about this because we've already put some money in, but she probably had me because it said Liberty, and that's the name of my dog, who was so meaningful to me for so many years, but also just what it means, what Liberty means.
I think it's funny because you actually just gave the version that I always give everyone, so now I'll give the version.
So you give my version then.
I'll give your version. What you usually say is Liberty was your animal, your beloved pet, it passed away, but also that, you as a Green Beret were a force multiplier. and that there's no greater feeling than coming off of a mission. And for you, when you come off stage, you have that similar type of feeling. And then secondly, the second best feeling in the world was the ability to force multiply for your Afghan commandos. And with Liberty Speaks, as a speaking mentor, you're really pushing in and pressing into the development of each one of our speakers as a force multiplier. So that is something that organically took shape with Liberty Speaks, and we couldn't be more excited about it.
If I may, though, that is why we're doing this together. I shared her thought and you shared my thought, and they just go together. So that is why we do this, because we're doing it together. That's what we're proud to make couples cool and do this together, and you get different viewpoints. Sometimes it's the other's viewpoint from the other person.
Yeah, apparently that's rarity for us usually. And the last thing I will say on the Liberty Speaks was also that speaking and the ability to share our thoughts, this great nation that we live in is one of our finest liberties. And Herb did a lot to protect and preserve our liberties and fight for others to have liberties. And I just want to thank you for your service.
We're about to end the podcast there now and never do an episode. Thank you. This was a good adventure. We'll tune in 17 years.
No, but seriously, you've had an amazing military career, and you have done a lot of really wonderful things. And it's been, I know, a great sacrifice in ways that we'll discuss.
Awkward, uncomfortable is how we will describe this second right now. No, thank you. That's kind of where Not Special comes in, right? Many people, and not just military, we're going to have people from all walks of life, may not think they're special, and people may not know about them, but once you hear their stories and get to know them through the show, you will think they're special. I guarantee the audience is going to connect with our guests and think they're special. That's the play on Not Special. It's just a little catchy. Hey, it's 2025. We got to be catchy to get attention.
I want to give name credit where name credit is due, and we had permission for this from a very dear friend of ours, Layman. So we were at
a conference for United States Army Special Operations Command probably 4 years ago at a conference, and little Kaylee Lehman, at that time she was Kalia to me, got up in front of this conference of Special Operations commanders from the Army and said, and mind you, she is a little lady, like 5 foot, small little lady, and she got up behind the microphone and just and said, "Excuse me, I just want to tell you, you're not special." And that was probably the first time we had heard it. And Corey's thoughts were,
I think,
actually, you said the balls or cojones on that lady.
Yeah, I said she has some real, amazing presence and amazing strength.
She actually said what I said.
I did say that. I really did.
But to an audience of like this whole room, some tune in virtual Special Operations Commander, she told me I was special, which is true, right?
And she went on to
explain why it was not.
You're not special, that you are not going to avoid the breakdown of the body.
A lot of people, think they're not special, but truthfully, there are special people in this world, and we have the pleasure of having a bunch of them. And we're going to get them on here and have some fun.
I just realized I never painted my other hand.
So I just want to point out, this happens all the time. Corey did one-handed nails.
But just to let you know, you're going to get the real us.
Yeah, if you want to watch and see the real deal, pay attention.
You'll get to know us really well. And seeing us out at events and be like, oh, she forgot to paint her other hand again.
And I'm going to have some form of American flag footwear on, usually at all times. You're why they look, and then they say.
I just thought it was because people are really excited about your feet.
We're excited to do this, seriously. We just want to do a little brief introduction, kind of say why we're doing this. And we'll do this from time to time, and we'll have guests lined up into next year. But we'll do this, just talk and maybe share some thoughts and pop some extra episodes up in there.
And the best way, if you'll subscribe on YouTube, don't say follow a special operator. That could get kind of hairy.
Subscribe on wherever podcasts are. Find us on social media.
We will also be sharing things regularly on our social media channels. So we just invite you to continue to follow us, whether it's on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and we also have a website.
LibertySpeaks.com. And I might have gave an extra W to it.
It's been incredible over the past 4 years in the brand that we have been able to accidentally but intentionally build as we realized something special was taking place. And we've had just so many people either message us or come up to us in person and share their personal reasons for why they connect with the content that we put out there. So this really has been a byproduct of the feedback that all of you have given us.
Yeah, please give us feedback.
Yeah.
I didn't know where you were going to go when you said the last 4 years. We love talking to people. We love getting feedback and just knowing we're doing something good in the world. And that's why we do it, right, Chuck?
Come up and say, hey.
I feel like it's a privilege to be able to talk with people and live in this country and have fun and do what we want and people to recognize us. So I'm excited for the show. September 11th, our first episode with our first guest.
Do we want to say who our first
Well,
guest is?
Absolutely not.
Well,
I'll give you a clue. It has to do with 9/11 and America's response.
and then who can we expect after that?
We're going different from that. Yeah,
Everyone on our show going to have a military background?
absolutely not. No, some will have military backgrounds, some won't. Backgrounds, business world, academia, business owners, corporate America, speakers, military, veterans. They are going to be humans because I don't think we can get a dog to cooperate or any other animal.
Maybe we'll bring our dog on at some point. Freebie, freedom.
But that probably, we shouldn't have favorites, but we kind of do. Our third guest. That one I'm looking
We don't
forward
have
to.
favorites.
I shouldn't say favorites. Maybe an episode we're looking forward to. That third one, because I feel like that's the one people will cry out. Not that I want you to cry. That's why I just think it's going to be that.
We
good.
just want to connect with people at all levels.
And what you see is what you get. Sometimes we're going to talk over each other. Sometimes we'll have to explain something because Corey may not understand something, or more likely I won't understand something. And we'll be like, what'd you just say?
Let's just put it this way. If I'm talking branding, marketing, technology, there's a good chance you may check out. You understand it, but you may check out. But if you're speaking military acronyms, for those of you that may not come from a military background, rest assured I'll probably be the first one to speak out and ask questions. And you'll get to hear some of the funny comparisons that my brain makes.
Or my version of English with.
Yeah, we'll save that.
Until next time, we'll see you on September 11th. Any parting words?
Speak soon.
See y'all.
Subscribe, like, and comment, and don't forget to set those notifications. We'll see you next week with another special guest.
Until then, on your journey.